bring some members. They influence even how lawyers will elect their members. So, I mean, it's not... I mean, there's a lot of politics in the JSC itself.
Yeah, I want to go to the politics when we come from the other side of the break, because we are just like, you know, at the center of politics going to 2022. But still on this question of the transparency and the appearance of transparency with the JSC, Professor Makabutu has been asking for his results. I think he's almost 5 years down the line. The person who won has retired, since gone retired. And it's painful just to find, you know, a process that it's supposed to be transparent, but we can't get to know the results. So what's the whole point of these interviews being public in the first place?
It is a veneer of transparency. I don't think the intention is really to be accountable. Because if it were, scores are not enough.
Yeah.
Because you can pick scores from the air, but you must give reasons behind the scores. And you must be able to tell us that, look, we interviewed 10 candidates. Here is how each compares against the other. And this is why we think candidate X is the best for the job. Mm-hmm. That is credible. That is intelligible.
There's this other thing, and you know, you've mentioned of how the pool for candidates has reduced, you know, integrity and credible people to become judges.
But you know, many candidates don't apply because they know the interview process has been rigged and it's not credible. And that's why many qualified candidates don't want to subject themselves to that process, because they know someone who has influence has predetermined that issue. But I agree with you again. I mean, the Kenyan JSC is not the only JSC that interviews candidates. I mean, the South African, most JSCs interview. But you know, you have to prepare. You have to, I mean, the questions you ask the candidates. For example, for Chief Justice, I was telling guys that if I was to interview Chief Justice now, I mean, if I go back to the JSC, it will take days to finish a candidate. Yeah. Because, I mean, that office is so important. The insight I have is so different. My expectation is so high now and so different that a candidate for Chief Justice, oh my, you will have a lot to ask him and a lot of guarantees for him to sign with the JSC before you give him that job.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, you can't interview as a Chief Justice for 6 hours or 3 hours. It doesn't make sense. Yes.
Somebody is asking, because Grand Mullah knows what he's talking about and you know the problem, why are you not applying for the job of Chief Justice and clean up the
Actually
business?
thought you were applying.
No, it's an honest question.
No,
with all due respect.
I think I can only serve a Chief Justice in a military government, you know. No. There are many candidates I've seen. You know, there are many candidates, especially lawyers, guys in the academics who are qualified. But it saddens me to see that the people who apply are people I will not have considered for even lower jobs in the judiciary. Yes, and that's the tragedy about Kenya, is that guys who can really change this place. I mean, there are only 3 judges, you know, there are only 3 Chief Justices that really transformed or fought this kind of corruption. Mm-hmm. You know, Justice Coker, when he came, he really tried, although he was a very conservative, he wrote a fantastic book. And if you read that book of his, I mean, the incidents of corruption he talks about in courts is amazing. The other one was Justice Gisheru, he tried his best, and Willie Mutunga. Mm-hmm. The others are just there to lock time. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Prof, why have you not applied for this job of Chief Justice? You seem like a decent man. You have, you know, integrity. You know, your career is perfect. Why not apply for this job?
I need to understand our court system better.
So you're going to
having been in the academy, I think it's good to first get a sense of the state of the judiciary.
Let's go to this other question, politics, and the question of, you know, BBI. And when you take a short break, it appears that BBI was almost like the camelback was broken then.
Oh, you want to talk about BBI?
Let's go. We'll take a short break with all due respect. When we come back, we'll talk about the question of BBI. It's 3 weeks out, but what happened at High Court and what that means for 2022 politics and the judiciary. Don't go too far.